Okay, good morning here from the Hobart Aquatic Centre. My name is Heine Engelbrecht, and next to me is Agnes.
Agnes de Brunner.
Agnes, good to be in the commentary box with you. Agnes from the US Masters player. She was in Stellenbosch last year, so she's very familiar with the South African accent.
Well, enough that I can certainly understand it, but no, it's not that. It's not
Thank
too
you.
hard. But anyway, so here we've got a game starting. We have our time here, and in less than a half minute.
Yeah, you're playing in court 2. This is the first game of the day for the ladies, as we have a ladies team in court 1 as well as South Africa playing against the USA. And USA at this stage, they're 5th on the log, and South Africa is 2nd on the log. The USA surprising a lot of teams in this tournament, Agnes.
Yeah, and they've been improving rapidly. We're really hoping to pull something out of our hat here for this game, and hopefully we can surprise the South Africans a little bit.
Well, it's always good to have a good opposition, Agnes, as we saw in some earlier games today. You guys were playing against, was it against Colombia? And the boys did very well, just losing 4-1 against Colombia.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of, in all of the USA teams, a lot of improvement, and it is always fun to see. And it looks like now USA is in the white, I guess.
Okay, now South Africa playing very hard here, and they're on the attack here, Agnes, as they play up straight in the middle of the swimming pool, and that should be the first goal.
Oh, and it looks like it got cleared.
I think that was in the box there. Penalty goal, gloving.
Penalty goal.
Yeah, because that was a hard drive by South Africa, straight down the middle of the pool from the kickoff.
Yep, and that was a very nice job, USA clearing it out. Unfortunately, used a glove, but what a great effort. And so they're going to have to continue watching that drive right down the middle that South Africa is famous for. Very strong down right through the middle. And USA, hopefully that was a little bit of a wake-up call, and they'll be a little more ready for that next time.
Yeah, no, interesting in this tournament, we're not playing for goals for, but goals against. So it's very important to try and keep the puck out and not necessarily hammer a weaker team necessarily, but just trying to defend well.
Right, and that makes a difference. I like the games where you're not just trying to clobber the other team. There's no help to you for doing that, and an advantage to the USA, it looks like.
Yeah,
and
no,
again,
it's a good flick into the middle of the pool there, trying to get space there by the American USA team. And you can see they want to play hockey, and it's good to see that they very positive play there. They're not just trying to barge and keep the puck close to their bodies, but trying to get movement going and trying to get space going. And a good move here by the USA team again, as they swim it up the side, and then a good curl there by the USA goal, as they swim it straight down through 2 players. An excellent play by the USA goals.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like South Africa's trying to figure out what the USA team's going to do over the course of this game. They're going to figure that out a little more. But that was a beautiful play. Took advantage of a situation.
It was beautiful. It was good open play. And as the stick came onto the puck, did you see that goal accelerate down the middle of the pool there? They caught South Africa totally off guard with that speed of that goal playing there.
Yeah, and I know the USA's been talking about that, and that's what they want to do. And again, they're moving it across nicely, making South Africa chase them rather than getting control of the puck.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, as Agnes said, the first time that the US is entering ladies teams into this league. They've got an under 19 and they've got an under 23 team as well?
No, just only the under 19.
And the 19 ladies team, the first time that the US is participating in the competition, as we see Argentina as well. It was a very good swim there by the US again, and South Africa, I don't know if they're trying to work on their defense and allowing the US to attack, or it's just the US that's putting a lot of pressure on South Africa.
Might be a little bit of both, but I know the USA has really refined their game, and hopefully their style here and playing more of what they're being coached to play. Nice drive there by South Africa.
Yeah, down on the far side of the pool there, it looks like their strong side in this match, as South Africa driving hard. And interesting, the girls at the bottom here, I see more US girls at the bottom keeping their breath and just staying down low on the pool as the girl swims very hard up the center of the pool, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa again.
And yeah, I'm sure right now the girls are happy with the way the play is going.
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like
so,
a drive
Agnes.
across again by the
Look at
U.S.
that.
team all the way across. That's a lot of swimming. It's a tiring game, but it's working really well for the USA if they can keep that up.
That's very positive play. You know, swimming, you must have a lot of confidence in yourself and be positive to do a brave move like that, swimming straight past the front of the face of your goal box, swimming it to the close side of the pool as we see the girls sizing each other up, and the USA girls not hanging back. I think that's number 6 from South Africa, Callista Pike, working very, very hard there. And Lisa on the inside there, waiting for the puck to come to the inside of the pool as we get it.
Okay, and I
No,
think that might have been a barging call.
yeah, good call there.
Yeah, I
Agnes,
think
all the
so.
experience that Agnes has got being a Masters underwater hockey player. She was in Stellenbosch last year. Saw that infringement early on. Well done, Agnes. And South Africa's on the attack here as we got 2 South Africans lying in between the US goals, and South Africa trying to work it to the center of the pool, and then they'll straighten it up as we see Africa working very hard there. If they can get that puck out, no, unfortunately not, as the US just swim it again to the side. Good defense there.
Yeah, and the South Africans are extremely strong, just player to player to player. And the USA team is wanting to swing the puck more, and that's working quite well for them. Both teams, I'm sure, are working really hard right now. And it's interesting. Oh, yeah, looks like South Africa pushed that
South
one
Africa
in.
just patiently waited for the opportunity, swimming it back straight.
It looks like number 1.
Yeah, number 1, Danielle Wenzel, one of our previous players that played under 19 in Spain where they won gold, and South Africa obviously here to defend their title. And Danielle Wenzel, now student down in the Western Cape. Well done there to the team for that goal there. And we saw all the South African spectators. A lot of waving there by Kevin Langston, one of the refs from South Africa. And it's time to play as the refs have got the puck in the middle of the pool, and both teams kicking off very hard. And it looks like the USA goals did very well there to get the kick off.
Yeah, they've got very fast strikes. They're still working on what to do with the puck once they get it, because they almost always get it first. Looks like they took it out to the side, and again, it's driving toward in the USA direction.
No, it's a good play by the US. They're very positive, and Rocky rightfully said, when they get the puck on the stick, they can accelerate very, very quickly. And they swim very, very hard, and it puts a lot of pressure on South Africa. I don't think South Africa expected this, as we got the play in the far side of the pool. The refs allowing advantage here, a long spell. As you can see, the girls in the center, in the corner of the pool there, trying to work it out. And the girls from USA lining up. They would love the puck to come out to their speedster as they take the puck straight past the front of the goal box, and a good interception there by a South African player. Looked like Callista there, swimming it hard to the side there. Callista or Jordan doing a good move there. No, not Jordan, will be playing in the 19s, 23s.
Yeah, and so that is. The USA wants to swing the puck, and they're not afraid to swing it. It is tiring, and as you can see, again, doing a nice job there. They've got another USA player waiting on the other side, and now if they can wait for each other and move it up the pool. Oops.
What was good there, did you see that this African player came in between the 2 USA players, but the US player just didn't allow the South African to intercept, and did a small little curl and straightened up and just accelerated again, getting a lot of meters behind the puck there.
And there's the foul call.
Good play there by Marine Graaf,
and
number 10.
against the South Africans, or no, against the USA team. And
there's infringement
see the
against the
signals,
US, and on the substitution box of South Africa, as we see JD Okamp, the coach, talking hard with his team. We haven't had one team time out yet, and South Africa would like to get out of this situation where they're in now. And number 9 there from the US, Elza, working hard to try and get the stick onto the puck, and South Africa swimming very hard here, and a good interception again. Good defense by
nice play there.
Excellent play. Excellent play.
I believe that
Agnes.
was team captain Jana de Brunner to number 12, Paige Thompson. And again, Elsa with the puck. Well, trying for the puck. And yeah, so now South Africa again playing well on the wall and trying hard not to let the USA take the puck and move it in.
Yeah, Kristen Weinhardt doing very well there. Staying at the bottom after she passed the puck to a player on the inside of her, and the player coming and the puck coming back, and she was in a very good position to capitalize on her breath hold and just work the puck up again on the side of the wall. Just shows you if you can stay down a bit, and South Africa's on hard on the attack, and it's going to be difficult to keep this puck out of the goal box.
It's a
And I think that'll
lot
be
of
a goal.
pressure there. Yep, looks like it went in.
And that's number 2, the speedster from South Africa, Lisa van Rijn. You'll see there on the name list there, Agnes, her sisters, Helen van Rijn. So we've got 2 sisters, Helen and Lisa, and we've got Olivia Langston and Keandra Langston in this team. So a very proud moment for the van Rijn family. And South Africa leading 3-0 with 5 minutes 45 seconds to go in the first half. Agnes, you can see what's nice about the composure and the posture of the US girls. After that goal, the shoulders didn't sag. They're still positive and
they know they can still pull this off. It's still early in the game. It'd be very, very hard now to take this off. But right now, they just want to put at least one puck into that goal, and I think that's important to them. So they certainly see a lot of opportunities still to do that.
Yeah.
And they've certainly come close enough that I think there's a very good chance of them being able to. And that would give them, of course, a mental boost, too, to keep fighting.
Yeah, now scoring a goal against a team of South Africa's stature is always a good for a team to score a goal.
Amazing swim.
Especially if you're scoring a goal against the defending title holders. Excellent swim across the pool there, and
that
good
was
follow-up.
That was again Paige Thompson from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Beautiful long swim. And a
working
battle on the
hard
wall.
there. Number 10 there.
That's Jana de Brunner.
Working very
the
hard
wall.
there and not allowing South Africa any space as they getting South Africa down, and South Africa's got the puck there with the speedster swimming, and if she can get moving, and good cut down there, and
Cutting
she's still
across,
down
passing
there.
it back
South
forth.
Africa just doing a small little turn there and straightening it up as they work it to the far side of the pool. And if South Africa can get this one straight down.
And they're pretty relentless. The South African ladies are just coming one after the other. Nice steal back from the U.S.
Beautiful
player.
steal. It just shows you, you mustn't give up.
Yeah. But the South Africans just taking the puck back very calmly and patiently, finding their spot.
Yeah, unfortunately, South Africa just flicking the puck forward, and the U.S. goal in a good position to intercept it. And the next wave coming. Good flipping defense there.
Now
Is,
they drive
the
it out.
U.S. goal just beautifully getting a stick to the puck and tapping it down. Was a tap down by the wrist and not by the stick.
Apparently, yep. And so now advantage to South Africa immediately in front of the goal, which is, of course, very dangerous for the USA team. Hopefully they can drive it out and away. But the South Africans are very experienced.
As you see, Keandra Langston falling in there behind the U.S. players down the wall, waiting for the puck to come through. And the U.S. again not allowing South Africa an easy goal as they defend furiously. And a good swim as she swims it out. And she comes back. Excellent move there. They got good breath, all these U.S.
There's
goals.
a lot of swimming in this game. They're going to be tired.
Yeah, a lot of swimming. You're 100% right. And which is nice to see, as we haven't seen a lot of infringements and not one player sitting on the side net with only 3 minutes to go in the first half. Beautiful
that's
game.
always a nice thing in these games. The games that get rough and everybody's getting kicked out really aren't. It's just not great hockey. A nice drive along the side there again by that's number 9, Elsa de Brunner, and a pass forward. Unfortunately intercepted, but beautiful play on both teams' part.
Yeah, no, this is good hockey. It's beautiful to watch. We actually forgetting to commentate now and then. We're just so focused on this monitor and just appreciating some good hockey. As we see JD Oakam talking to his team as we have infringement against South Africa in their third. On the side where we can do good quick substitution. Number 10 there, Marine Graaf in the substitution box. Her parents are also watching, and her brother's playing for the 19 men's team.
Yeah. And then USA has a chance here. Right, they had advantage right in front of their goal. But it looks like South Africa's doing a fine job moving that off to the side. But the USA is not giving up.
What's nice to see is that after South Africa got their stick on the puck, the U.S. goals just came back to them, straight on, and attacking hard again as
Looks
we
like
see
they're really
if we got bodies down there and they can capitalize on their bodies down the bottom of the pool, working up on the side of the wall. And well saved there by South Africa. Good play there, and we see South Africa down at the bottom And the US girls getting their puck
Nice,
out. Excellent,
nice
excellent
play
move there.
moving that out.
I think South Africa's caught offside there, and this could be a goal for the US.
Nope, South Africa really solid there in their defense. They really have that down well.
Good flick there again from
Quite a battle.
Kristen. Working it out, and the US is coming again. Next wave coming. You know, if this could turn into a tsunami, then we've got a problem, South Africa. And a hard swim there with Olivia, the left-handy. The only reason why I saw it's Olivia, because he's the only left-handed player in South Africa, trying to get meters behind the puck. And the US, with 50 seconds to go, they'd love to score now. Number 4 there working very hard, Rosa. Excellent play there. And you see the number 9, Elsa, also not allowing South Africa any movement. Well done, US. Good flick again. Beautiful flick.
Interceptions from the South African ladies. They're really spot on, seeing where that puck's going to go and be down there before the USA player can grab it. So there's a lot of back and forth here. Both teams doing a fine job moving it up the pool, but the experience on the South African team is really showing through here.
All credit to the South African team for keeping that puck out, as we had wave after wave. And unfortunately for the US, it would have been good to see the score 3-1. We've been good for the morale going into halftime with 4 seconds to go, and this time the 15 minutes have absolutely flown past as it's time out, halftime in the game between South Africa and the US.
And a final drive there, a little too late for the USA team toward their goal, but I'm sure they'll be coming into halftime here happy with the way they played. If they can keep up that pressure, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time. They're going to put one of the get a goal for the USA. And they're really playing some really nice hockey.
Yeah, no, they deserve it, Agnes. We'll give it to them for good play.
You won't give them anything. They'll take it.
Yeah, okay.
But
have you done some walking around this beautiful city of Hobart?
I haven't had as much time as I wanted to. I would have maybe had some time yesterday, but I'm coming down with the sore throat, you know, the crud going around, and I'm feeling a lot better today, so I'm hoping I can do a little walking today. But
I had the opportunity yesterday to go to the Botanical Gardens and just do a walk, a beautiful, well-kept, beautiful Botanical Gardens, and then taking a walk down to the Tasmanian Bridge.
Oh, I definitely want to. Yes, I'd like to go to the Botanic Gardens. We did that when we were in Stellenbosch too. That's just always beautiful places to go.
Okay, we see Sharky the Shark bringing refreshments in. And usually the first 30 seconds of the halftime, the players just replenish all the rehydrates and nutrients. And that time you don't really listen to the coach. The coaches just usually allow the players to calm down, take a breather, sometimes even swap fins. And after that first minute past, then he starts talking, as we see here. JD trying to motivate them, trying to tell them to do different moves. It's a very important game this for South Africa, as after this, they've still got one game today, and then tomorrow they're actually off, Agnes.
Yeah, tomorrow is the beginning of the playoff game. So, yeah, I guess most
interesting that
some of the top-seeded teams would not.
Off, yeah.
That's nice for them. I haven't actually looked that far ahead to see what the USA is likely to be doing tomorrow. But they have 2 games today. They've had a really tough tournament with a double round robin, a lot of games. And it's actually been really good for them because being so far spread apart in the USA, it's hard for them to play together. So all this time playing together here has really refined their game. They know each other much better, and it's improved their game. Yeah. And
all the South African boys there, Agnes, they just had a hard, very, very, very hard game earlier this morning against Australia and losing 4-3. That was a beautiful game to commentate and to watch. As we see the sun trying to come out on the outside. We've had some beautiful rain here in Hobart this morning with the sun trying to come out with 15 seconds to go before we have the second half to commence. And good US support there. Look at the flag. It's good to see the parents here. Unreal the passion you get with the support of this sport.
Yeah, we have quite a few parents that traveled with the USA team, and it's wonderful. They're helping cook, helping cheer. They're just wonderful to have around, and the support here and also, of course, at home, getting the kids to practice and everything. The parents have been fabulous.
It's always nice for a child to hear the voice of his parent outside the pool, and obviously the parents also enjoying the moment, and hopefully they get time to see the beautiful city of Hobart as South Africa swims hard. And it was Helen
Very
Good
hard
stop
drive.
there. No, it looked like, who was that? Sky Boshoff swimming so hard and straight. Well done, Sky. Good swim there. As we have South Africa working up on the side of the wall here. Callista Pike. And we have another drive coming.
Yeah, and the South Africans are quite relentless. They just keep coming and coming. And there's Vivian Lee with a puck forward to, I can't see who, but nice work on her part.
A lovely play there by both teams.
Yeah.
As we, this could turn into a good
danger zone
opportunity.
now.
Unfortunately, couldn't get the puck past the defense of the US lady. I thought there was a goal on. Excellent defense. The Sky works very hard there, gets the puck back. And this girl turning.
Okay, now we can get that puck out of the corner and get another forward up there. And again, the South Africans are ready. When that puck comes forward, there's a South African there.
Yeah, South Africans lining up. But the US not allowing South Africa much space and cutting them off very, very quickly. It looks like a very, very fit team there. Of course, the defense draws a lot of your energy.
Yeah, and if they can just keep pulling that puck out of the corner and moving it up the pool, and hopefully then they can break free and go across.
Yeah, as you can see here, a lot of these players are wearing a black armrest around the top part of their arm. As one of the under 23 girls, Tia Rootman's grandfather passed away, unfortunately, and just showing some respect here by the under 19 girls as the game moves over to the far side of the pool, and the substitution taking place here by the US. A lot of bodies down at the bottom as South Africa try and work it up. And no goal scored with 2 minutes 2.5 minutes gone in the first half. We saw early goal in the first half, and the second half we haven't seen one. And South Africa, well
and
saved
that looks
there.
like intercepted by a U.S. player. Beautiful play across the goal. That's really scary to do. You have to have a lot of confidence when you do that. It works really well because the momentum of the puck is already going that direction, and if you can continue that and just go on past the goal. But of course, it's scary to do that, and that was a very beautiful play,
Yeah,
and
it
worked.
was.
It worked.
It worked very well, Agnes. And she kept on swimming. And she didn't allow the South Africans to get the stick on the puck, as we see the South Africans coming again and again. And number one there, Danielle Wenzel, working hard, trying to get movement, trying to create space. And this must be one of the first infringements of this half.
I think so, yeah.
Sure.
So that looked like a warning to number 6 USA. That would be Kenya Lamb, one of our San Francisco players. I'm not entirely certain on that call, but I think that is. So then now it should be advantage to South Africa, but I haven't.
The puck, coach, the ref
Looks
swimming
like the
up
other
and down,
referee
up
is
and down.
perhaps a little bit confused too. All right, so it looks like advantage to South Africa.
And taking it from the rear there, it looked like Christina Marine Graaf swimming it straight into the middle of the pool, and South Africa would like to straighten it up and get the puck going. Well played there again by the US. They're just not allowing South Africa space.
They're forcing the South Africans to swim it out and then hopefully take over the puck and get out there. Nice play, moving it away from the goal. Hopefully they can keep the momentum going.
Excellent move there, small little turn, and then she accelerates again. And South Africa are prepared to swim backwards towards their own goal and get some substitution going in, because we haven't been playing in this side of the pool for quite a while. And obviously we need to get some fresh legs in here and hopefully get some new ideas.
And that South African play, swimming back toward their own goal, that's a beautiful play, works really well. But the USA player there right behind her kept kicking, kept the pressure on. So even though she's swimming in the proper direction, keeping that pressure on, that was a very nice play.
You could see a beautiful move there by Olivia, flicking the puck to Helen, staying down the bottom, the puck coming back, and she was there to reposition the puck again and just to distribute it into a good position as Africa are hard in the attack here. Sure. Another left movement. You can see the left hand there from Olivia working very hard. And Sky Boshoff trying to get the puck moving. I know the excellent defense against this African team just can't break through this wall here.
Yeah, and they're pretty relentless. They keep coming and coming, but the defense has been rock solid on the USA team. And if they can just break that out, they have some excellent speed. And I'm sure that's what they're hoping for, is to get it up into that front line so that front line can swim it.
You know, with Nearly 5 minutes gone the first half. Very few infringements and no goals scored. It's game on here. You know, so far it's all square in the second
And a
half.
good hard early hit there by USA. That was number 10, I believe. That's their team captain, Yana. And a
Good
call.
play there. Okay, a call against the Africa
barging.
obstruction, barging.
And I'm
not
sure the
allowing
USA is happy for that little break right in front of the goal.
Could that be a timeout for US? Yes, US timeout with 9 minutes, 11 seconds, and the second half still to go. And look at the supporters there, waving the South African flag.
I think they're not quite awake yet. I don't know.
Yeah, no, in South Africa, I don't know if there's somebody on the live chat here. If any of the South Africans are awake, I hope you're having a good cup of coffee and just some Afrikaans here. If you'd excuse me, Agnes, goeiemôre. Is baie lekker dag hier in Hobart met goeie reënval wat ons gehad het en goeie ondersteuning en is baie bly om te sien dat ons onder 19 meisiespan baie goed doen. Agnes, thank you. There were just some Afrikaans there, but just saying to the guys they must enjoy their coffee and their rusks, which we love so much. And 15 seconds, 10 seconds to go as we had both coaches talking very hard. The coach of the US, Kendall Banks, calling a timeout, and South Africa will still have one. We'll see if they make use of it. With 9 minutes to go in the second half, and the score 0-0 in the second half. Oh,
and there's USA number 6. That's Kenya Lamb with the puck. And again, they're playing hard and tight on the wall.
Yeah, Sky Boshoff, South Africa number 5, playing very well in this game. I see her featuring quite a lot. But the reason could be as well that we've seen that a lot of these players have got numbers on their fins, and that helps us in the commentating box to identify the players.
I'm not good at spotting numbers, unfortunately. When they're right up by the camera, I can kind of see them, but you'd think by now I'd know some of the players a little better, but that doesn't appear to be helping me much right now.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult to identify the numbers. You know, the game is so quick, and when you got to watch the puck, you can't really watch the numbers. And South Africa trying to swim into the middle of the pool.
It looks like an advantage to.
It's a infringement against the US.
Yeah, South African advantage, and I'm sure the USA is. They had a pretty good drive going there. They just have to turn it around again.
Okay, let's see if they're going to play straight up in the middle as we see 2 South African players going down between the US players. No, they decide to go to the right-hand side and create space, and they're swimming it up on the side there and moving. They will just wait before they bring it back, and the US are prepared just to absorb the pressure and take it to the far side of the pool as we wait for the puck to come out there. They're lying a lot of play here. With 7 minutes left in this second half, a lot of play taking place, and rightfully said, Agnes, these girls are going to be very tired after this match.
Yeah, and the USA, I don't know who South Africa is still playing today, but USA has to play Great Britain, who they actually shut Great Britain out in the last game, the last time they played, but I don't think Great Britain's going to allow that to happen again. That's going to be a very hard game for them.
Yeah, we started the tournament with some very tough calls seatings as we had to play New Zealand, Australia and Colombia on one day, and unfortunately today we're playing the US and then Canada, and then tomorrow the top 2 players on the log don't play at all. So at this stage it looks like New Zealand and South Africa won't play tomorrow, and they'll start playing on Friday again. So that is
they
good
have
for South Africa.
Nice rest there for their final playoff games.
South Africa working very hard again. They'd love to score here, and the US not allowing South Africa any space as we're swimming up and down in front of the goal box, and we just can't straighten it up. We just need to be patient, and coming down straight to the middle of the pool.
And strong drive by South Africa right through the middle, and it looks like it was diverted. Can they keep that out of there, though? That would be really impressed if they can. And there's a call.
Whoa.
Number 2, obstruction or barging.
Number 2, Lisa van Rijn. Could be a bit of a frustration from the South African team as they just can't break through this wall. It must be a good cement that you guys are using to build that wall, as JD Okamp asks for the timeout, swims into his players, and probably would just say to them, girls, you're playing well. You just need to be patient. Don't force it. Don't force it. Just be patient. The goal will come, and it's a good chance now for Kendall Banks, the coach, also just to keep his team positive, as we have only 5 minutes 49 seconds to go in the second half.
Yeah, quite a game. Quite a game. Like I say, the last time the USA played South Africa, I think the score ended up 5-0 in the South African favor. But again, it was a close game, and it could see the writing on the wall that this could turn into a much more of a battle than anybody was expecting.
Definitely. No,
as we're definitely
Africa,
seeing today.
They didn't expect this. Any game is a hard game, but South Africa, like you rightfully said, having played the US in the round robin early in the competition, obviously the US had done a lot of study of the South African game pattern, and they just closed in very quickly on all our moves.
Yeah, so coaches Kendall and Sue Banks, we were figuring out they've got combined underwater hockey experience of about 65 years.
Sure.
Kendall's been playing for 40 years, and his co-coach and wife Sue Banks has been playing for 25 years, and they know how to study the games, they know how to coach those girls, and they're doing a fine job here. And these girls are really coachable. It's a really fantastic group of girls.
What's interesting, I see there are 2 girls in this team with the surname Banks. It must be their daughters.
We have 3, yes. So Kendall and Sue Banks are coaching. Abby and Molly Banks are their daughters and are playing on this team. And we have another, of course, Vivian Lee and Teresa Lee are also sisters playing on this team, and they have a brother playing on the under-19 men's team. And Jana and Elsa de Brunner, of course, are playing on this team, and their brother is playing on the under-23 men's team. So we've got a lot of family players on this team and on the South African team. It's it's a fun thing to see. You see it a lot across this tournament. I think the siblings egg each other on, and there's a lot of competition between them. It looks like an advantage to the USA
South Africa
team.
again frustrated on the goal box there. They were so close there, and the US, they've got bodies down at the bottom. They stay down very, very, very low, and they stay down long. They're just not allowing South Africa to come through as they intercept that puck every time as we try and get it into the goal box. And this time we see, for the first time in a long time, the US hardened attack on the far side of the pool, working it up. A very good move here, a very strong move from the US, Agnes.
Yeah, and Heine, you know what? We really appreciate it when we're frustrating the South Africans. Don't take it personally, but I'm sure that's what they're out here to do. No,
Absolutely.
And it's lovely to see. And I'm sure, everybody's here to play good hockey, and they, of course it's hard to play a team that you weren't expecting to have to fight so hard against, but they, I imagine, are appreciating this game as well.
Yeah, no, you can see 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second half, and it's all square for the score for the second half, and South Africa just can't get the puck to move, and we haven't seen our speedsters get an opportunity to get some speed behind the puck, as the US girls are staying in the South African third, and they're not allowing movement there, and the US, again, they start moving the puck forward. South Africa moving it up on the far side of the wall, as we see the ref coming down to see for any infringements.
And there's definitely no clear possession here. It's just bouncing back and forth and back and forth, and then one team spurts out and the other team turns it around and turns it the other way, and it's back and forth. I'm sure exhausting for these ladies.
That was a 1 minute 10 seconds spell there without any infringements, as we have one US player going to sit on the side there.
And it's number 11, Molly Banks.
Whoa, Molly.
A coach's daughter.
And we have 2 minutes 23 seconds to go, and she'll only be back when the watch is on 1 minute 25 seconds. And South Africa's got advantage here against 5 US girls. South Africa will be trying to create space, trying to get an overlap. Beautiful steal.
Continue this drive here.
Good place to be when you've got 5 players in the water as you ride in the substitution box. Just play hard. And as you can see in the back, a substitution taking place, coming down straight to the bottom of the pool.
And the
US
USA
girls
not
are
giving an inch
playing
here.
furiously.
They pop that out. Beautiful play. If they can
The
keep that
position-
pressure on.
The position of the US girls are very, very good. They just line themselves up, knowing that the South Africans want to get off the wall, and they just position themselves to such an extent that they come in between two South African players and just intercept it. A good swim here, a good body position as she protects the puck, and she's still going and still going.
And on.
Well done.
And that pressure
US.
just keeps coming. This is exactly what the USA ladies want to do.
Yeah, with 5 players in the water, Agnes. Excellent move here.
Yeah,
I think
sometimes that fires teams up. They only have 5. They know they need to play extra hard, and sometimes for some strange reason, the teams tend to do better with just 5 in the water. And beautiful steal there by USA and a cross, clear it right out.
very frustrating for the South African team, and all credit to the US team for not allowing South Africa any space. With only 50 seconds to go in the second half, and the score 3-0 for South Africa, and all 3 goals were scored in the first half, and not 1 goal for the second half.
Yeah.
And we have the play taking place on the far side of the pool. South Africa trying to work it up, trying to create space as we have one of the speedsters going straight
and
through. It
there's
looks
a
like Lisa
beautiful
van Ryn
break.
with 25 seconds to go, scoring the first goal in the second half of this very tight second half. Yeah, Lisa van Ryn, I think that'll be her second goal of this match.
And a nice breakaway by South Africa. I'm sure that's a bit heartbreaking for the USA team. They were holding so tight, but being one. Actually, Molly Banks must have been back in by then, but that was just a small breakdown. And the South Africa team, very, very experienced, and they took advantage of that and took it in. It was well done.
Well, that is it. That's the end of this beautiful match that we've had the opportunity and the privilege to commentate on. Agnes, it was a privilege to be sharing this chair with you.
Very
and
much
thank you
so.
for your time, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament.
And you too. Good luck in your finals.
Thank you. All the best for the guys back in South Africa. Julle kan nou weer gaan slaap. It's 3:45 in the morning, so you can go to bed now again.